Hi, my name is Tina, and I'm an EMDR certified therapist in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, doing life-changing therapy intensives through my practice, Philly EMDR. Today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about bilateral stimulation. In a previous video, I talked about basically what it is. Today I'm going to go a little bit deeper into the different kinds of bilateral stimulation. So there are several different kinds of bilateral stimulation. I mentioned a few in my previous video, but the most common ones that I use in my practice are eye movements and the tactile hand buzzers. So the way that it works is I have what's called a light bar. So it's just a horizontal bar that has LED lights and it moves back and forth. And this is the eye movements of the eye movement desensitization and reprocessing therapy. So we stimulate that BLS, that bilateral stimulation, and that mechanism in your brain to reprocess information by having you move your eyes back and forth with the lights that are in front of you. There's one that is just like a blink on each side, or there's one that kind of trails that looks kind of like a shooting star, and we're able to adjust whichever your preference is when you're in session with me. So the tactile buzzers are small, about egg-sized plastic buzzers that you hold one in each hand, and they're connected to my light bar, and you simply just hold them in your hand and they buzz back and forth. You hold one in your left and one in your right, and it goes buzz, 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 buzz. And I'm in charge of the intensity and the speed of the buzzing, and that is how we can activate the most effective kind of BLS for you, because different people take to different speeds and different intensities, and that's really helpful. Most people take really well to that kind of bilateral stimulation, and it allows them to stay both in the moment with me and processing, knowing that they're not in that activated memory anymore, but also deep enough into the memory where they're able to gather new information and they're able to provide themselves a compassionate witness to the experience that was originally traumatic to them. So the last kind of bilateral stimulation that I have is auditory. And what we do is we have headphones that you can wear, and it makes noises back and forth in your left and your right ear through the headphone. So you're able to block out other noise from the ambient sound around you and just hear the tone that plays in your ear to stimulate the bilateral stimulation auditorily. We could do also any combination thereof. I've had some people who really like to do auditory and the hand buzzing. We are able to sync those up together so that it's on the same wavelength, so that your left side and your right side are firing at the same time, whether you're doing the eye movements, the tactile buzzing, or the auditory tones for the bilateral stimulation. So those are the types of bilateral stimulation that I do in my office. And if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below or check out my website, www.phillyemdr.com. And I would love if you would subscribe to the channel. If you have anything else you want to learn about EMDR or trauma therapy, please subscribe, and I will be happy. I'm going to be sharing a whole lot more content as we go. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope you learned something a little bit about bilateral stimulation today. Thanks.